from the islands of the North Shore, weighing in at 228 pounds, Onu Kakua.
Well, and here we go, fatal four-way action here tonight, and the winner of this has a very big opportunity the next time we're at the gold mine. They get to pick their next match at the gold mine, Tony.
That's right, and here's our first participant, the Savage Islander, Onu Kakua.
And I gotta say, man, I have no idea what kind of match Onu Kakua would pick to have at the gold mine. This man is a complete savage, but he's one of the biggest beasts you're going to see inside of a Gold Rush ring. And who knows what kind of damage he would love to inflict the next time we're at the gold mine. But I tell you what, he's got three very game competitors who are going to be in there with him in this fatal four-way contest, one fall to a finish. And all four men would love to have their own fate and destiny in their own hands. Especially this man.
From Santa Cruz, California, weighing in at 204 pounds, Derek Slade.
Well, Derek Slade has been lighting things up in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling lately, but he's got a new cocky, arrogant attitude about him that I'm not a huge fan of, Tony.
I gotta admit, I love Derek Slade. This cocky young upcomer from Santa Cruz, California is making waves for himself not only here in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, but throughout the great state of California. Definitely a star in the rise and one of my personal favorites, John Roberts.
Well, I will say, I gotta admit, Derek Slade has proven time and time again that he truly is the total package. But tonight, he has got a tough task in front of him with three other very game competitors who are gonna push him to the limit.
I think he's up for the challenge. He seems very confident. He's got a fresh tan, fresh haircut. He's ready to go.
And their opponent,
Well.
from Daly City, California, weighing in at 160 pounds, he is the Pinoy Prince, Manny Mars!
The Pinoy Prince? Does this have anything to do with the fact that he has become the errand boy of the current king of the gold mine, Rick Luxury?
You say errand boy. I call him the right-hand man of the king of the gold mine, Rick Luxury.
Right-hand man, errand boy, chief of staff, court jester, they're all the same thing, Tony.
Well, you and I can both agree that if there is one thing about Manny Mars, he is one of the top young talents in all of Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. And tonight, I think he has a little something special in store for all of us here at BandSlam 7.
We'll see. I mean, Manny Mars is a very game and tough competitor, and he earned an opportunity back to the gold mine after he was sent packing by Ethan White when he received his pink slip and a pink slip on a pole match. But that's a whole nother story, because the arrival of Cowboy Charlie has excited this crowd here tonight.
Weighing at 160 pounds, Cowboy Charlie!
You and I have both watched the progression of Cowboy Charlie over a year here in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. He's gone from being the little buddy of the resident Cowboys to becoming a star in his own right, especially if, like ourselves, you watch his performance in the Young Lions Cup.
And now getting attacked from behind by Manny Mars. And you're absolutely right. What a great showing from Charlie in the Young Lions Cup. And Charlie, who's mostly been seen as a tag team competitor in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, now seeming to go it alone here tonight. And we're going to see what he's got, but we're starting things off. Derek Slade and Onu Kakua locking horns, center of the ring right now. Kick in the face by the total package, Derek Slade.
Derek Slade using his ring intelligence to his advantage. Oh, fantastic move by Derek Slade.
And Slade with a hook of the leg, deep cover. Could it be enough? No. One count only, thanks to Cowboy Charlie getting in and breaking things up.
Cowboy Charlie with the obvious disadvantage of being the smallest competitor in this match, but you and I can both attest he has the largest heart of the entire Gold Rush roster. As you see the magnificent Pinoy Prince, Manny Moore is just waiting for his shot.
Oh, wait a minute, Charlie. Charlie now hooks the legs around the head. Looked like he was going for a Hurricane Rana, and he pays for it, though, with his head bashing off the top turnbuckle. And Derek Slade looking for the Yakuza kick. Nobody home. Oh, what a beautiful Hurricane Rana snapped off there by Cowboy Charlie. And Charlie now going to take flight perchance, per se, perhaps. But Manny Mars dumping him on the outside. The Pinoy Prince getting involved.
You know, ever since Manny Mars lost that pink slip on a pole match to Ethan White last summer at the Gold Mine, and ever since he's returned, he's had a huge chip on his shoulder. He has a brand new edge, and it's going to carry him to the top of Gold Rush Pro Wrestling.
Well, now Manny Mars, look at the agility, look at the speed. You see how fluid he is all throughout. He tried to kick the Pacific Islander, the Mad Islander, Ono Kakua, right in the head, but that island skull of his, much too thick and much too dense to do any damage to himself, and instead Manny Mars is holding his own shin, as you just saw.
You know, over 30 years of Islander wrestlers in the business, and you think they would have figured it out by now.
Yeah, you think someone would have watched some tape or something like that. But a low bridge there, that'll get the job done. And now 3 men battling on the outside. Ono Kakua, Manny Mars, and Derek Slade. But Cowboy Charlie looking to take flight suicide dive!
Oh, they caught him! He just threw him back in the ring!
Oh, we're going right back to war.
And as I mentioned before, Charlie, with the disadvantage being the smaller wrestler, he just threw him back in the ring like he was nothing.
And now, with a little extra speed and momentum behind him, trying to take them all out, not able to.
Kid's got to try harder.
Well, Charlie's going to have to hit the gym and pack off some more LBs if he wants to take out the likes of those 3.
He's probably going to have to jump from the ceiling.
Well, wait a minute. You got telepathy because he's going up to the high rent district. He's going up top. Going to try and lay it on the line. Charlie taking them all out at ringside. And this crowd loving it, Tony.
Absolutely. Cowboy Charlie with the crazy dive off the top rope onto all 3 men, finally succeeding. And then he rolls Manny Mars right back into the ring.
And Charlie now going to go for the cover, going to try and put away Manny Mars, deep cover, but a 2 count only. Meanwhile, Slade and Ono battling on the outside. Charlie looking for the shooting star press and nobody home. Wait a minute. Side Russian leg sweep by Manny Mars. And hangs on. Oh, and Manny Mars looking to put him away with a submission here. You can see the tutelage of Rick Luxury starting to wear off onto the Pinoy Prince.
Not only that, but it's very rare that Manny Mars is actually bigger than his opponent, using his size over Cowboy Charlie to his advantage to get him into that submission hold. But now Onu's hit the ring and has hit Manny with a headbutt. And Manny Mars, he sees stars. Derek Slade misses the clothesline.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh no!
Atomic drop connecting. Ono Kakua with a drop kick? Are you kidding me?
I've officially seen it all.
Ono Kakua laying it all on the line, showing just how important a victory here tonight would be.
If Ono Kakua were to win this match, I mean, I know the prize is you get any gold match, any match in the gold mine you want, but what would exactly he want as a match? I just don't understand. But look at this. What is this?
Are we having a chicken fight?
We're having a chicken fight.
We're having a good old-fashioned Gold Rush chicken fight between 4 graduates of the gold mine.
Oh, double victory.
Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, and a double kick out.
Boy, that was a close one. That's just an amazing sight to see, that double chicken fight and then a double victory roll, but luckily only a close 2 count. And now Manny Mars back on Derek Slade.
And Derek Slade gonna have to try and find a way out of here, out of harm's way here, able to do so momentarily though. Manny Mars now. Here we go, rolling through. There's a cover, 2 count only. And Manny Mars not able to get the job done there, and now Charlie with his hands on Derek Slade, but Kakua with his hands on Manny Mars. Oh!
Poor kid is gonna feel that for days.
Vicious gutbuster, now a boot to the head by Derek Slade, and a huge forearm shot. And Kokua starting to feel it. That skull might have been softened up throughout this matchup, and now some shots to the gut by Derek Slade.
You know, Slade, if he wins this contest, he would definitely pick a match inside the gold mine that would raise his status among the Gold Rush roster. But who would he pick? What top-notch opponent would Derek Slade pick if he won this contest?
You know, speculation's running wild. I gotta wonder if one of these men would try and put themselves into a title opportunity, because again, any match you want at the gold mine, the next time we're there, and here we go, a hook of the leg, deep cover, and Kokua drops the head onto both opponents and breaks up the pinfall.
Almost like a seismic shockwave in headbutt form.
Tsunami warning, we are right near the beach. Wait a minute, oh, what a cutter!
Onu thought Charlie was going one way, he went another.
Beautiful move by Charlie. Derek Slade to break it up.
You know, another question about this match, naturally, Cowboy Charlie, as I mentioned before, the stipulation behind this matchup, winner gets any match he wants at the gold mine. Exactly what type of match would Cowboy Charlie want? I mean, what happens in the mind of a 14-year-old that they would want any type of match? What would Charlie choose?
Well, I gotta say, after the cheap shot that we saw from Manny Mars at the beginning of this contest, this seems like it's gotten a little personal, and I wouldn't be surprised if Cowboy Charlie would want to get his hands on the Pinoy Prince. And look at the strength of Ono Kokua.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
Manny Mars with a drop kick, taking them all down.
You know, Manny Mars probably already has his match picked out. He would probably love to get revenge against Ethan White for exiling him from Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. He would probably love to put himself in position for a championship match. Manny Mars could pick any match he wants. I'm sure he would get some great advice from the king of the gold mine, Rick Luxury.
Well, the Pinoy Prince going right after Cowboy Charlie once again here. Oh, gets blown up there by Ono Kokua.
Manny Mars might be unconscious after that pounce out of the corner by Ono Kokua, but he's got my boy Slade behind him.
Oh, and a kick to the gut. Slade now. Oh, driving the skull and face of Kokua into the canvas.
This could be the beginning of the end right here, John Roberts.
And Kokua in a lot of trouble here as Slade continues to go to town, go to work, and now maybe some double team maneuvers upcoming from Slade and Manny Mars.
Great double team maneuver by Mars and Slade. Obviously two men with common goals, but not for long.
Yakuza kick to the face, and that is the nature of these four-way one-fall matches, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna see the occasional alliance, but it's gonna break down in only a matter of moments with a kick to the face there. And now Charlie gonna try and capitalize, gonna seize on the moment. Charlie does it!
Charlie stole the pin.
Your winner by pinfall, Cowboy Charlie!
Well, Derek Slade hit an amazing, devastating maneuver on Manny Mars, but at the end it's Cowboy Charlie who seizes the moment, seizes the opportunity, and he wins the matchup, and he gets to pick his next match at the gold mine.
Typical sneaky kid behavior. Derek Slade had that victory, and then Manny Mars snatching victory from his hand. That's completely not fair for Derek Slade.
Well, you gotta give it up to Cowboy Charlie. You gotta give it up, tip your cap to all four competitors in this matchup. But at the end of the day, it's Cowboy Charlie who has his own fate and destiny in his own hands when we return to the gold mine.
This match is brought to you by Linda Bar Ace Hardware. Your official for this match is referee Jacob Lee. Introducing first. Being accompanied by Mrs. Bernard. They are the fantastic father-son duo of Ethan White and Alexander G. Bernard.
Well, Tony Gonzalez, this is going to be one hell of a four-way tag team elimination title match. John Roberts, Tony Gonzalez here at ringside to call the action for Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. And Tony, this is shaping up to be a barn burner for sure. We're looking at one of the four teams involved in this contest, the team of Alexander G. Bernard, AGB, and Ethan White. Two combustible elements teaming up together here tonight.
That's right, AGB trying to get a little bit of what he would consider father-son bonding time with his new son, Ethan White, who is, of course, the son of his fabulous wife, Mrs. White.
Well, hold on. Before we get too far down the rabbit hole that you're going down, Tony, let's talk about the facts. Let's talk about the truth. But first, we're going to hear from AGB.
How do you do? For the unacquainted, my name is Alexander G. Bernard.
We don't care!
Even your cheers shan't touch me today, for today is a lovely day. Today, the G stands for Great Family Man.
We don't care! We don't care!
Oh, have you not heard this story? It's such a lovely story. Boy meets girl. Girl ruins butler. Butler is cast aside. And boy marries girl out of pure spite. You're a pitiful old man. No one will ever love you. You don't deserve love, you hideous toad.
Nobody cares!
And aren't we, put your head up, aren't we just so happy together, dear? And aren't we just so happy together, son?
Nobody cares!
Don't you just love fairy tale endings?
This guy makes me sick.
Ta-ta, Monsieur Goldsworth, get out! And now, as the capper to it all, we shall become your first ever father-son tag team champions!
Well, not if the three other teams involved in this contest have anything to do about it. And I got to tell you, there is no love lost between Ethan White and Alexander G. Bernard.
Well, I hope for Ethan's sake, maybe he can put whatever hatred he has aside for his father aside and they can get themselves some gold.
Stepfather. But the energy level in here is about to rise, my friend. With the arrival of this exciting tag team.
Coming in at a combined weight of 375 pounds, the team of Equiso and El Mero Mero, El Hijo del Carnicero, Kaka Main, they are the one-man gang!
Well, the one-man gang, Eki Soul and Kakameng. I gotta tell you, Tony, this is my first time seeing these two teaming up together here in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, they've definitely teamed up a few times before, mainly in trios action when Ekiso was part of the Pinoy Pride. Now here they are, one of their first outings as a team together, and it's a doozy as they have three other teams they need the best to become the new Gold Rush Tag Team Champions.
Well, those tag team championships have been held by the current champions for well over a year, and they have no plans on losing those titles here tonight, I'll tell you that. But this team is going to give them a run for their money. Eki Soul and Kakamang. It's always a party when Kakamang is in town, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, he's got the party van parked out back. He's ready to go.
That's right, tonight is no exception, my friend.
And their opponents. Coming in at a combined weight of 412 pounds, the team of Dominic Texera and Tricky Ziki Dice.
Well, here's a team that we saw for the first time ever teaming together at the Young Lions Cup back at the gold mine, and it was a bit of an auspicious pairing. They were paired together in the opening round of that tournament as the tournament is laid out, and it seemed like they got along so well and they clicked so well, they're going to go at it as a tag team here at Gold Rush Pro Wrestling.
Definitely the wild card tag team in this match. Ziki Dice, who's been making his way throughout the rounds of California, along with Dominic Texera, who has been making a name for himself here in Gold Rush Pro Wrestling and throughout the Bay Area as well. And tonight these guys have a chance to get some gold around those tattooed waist of theirs.
Two very cocky and arrogant young men who would love nothing more than to walk out of here tonight as the new tag team champions in what is essentially their debut as a proper tag team. But they have a tough task in front of them tonight with the current reigning and defending tag team champions who have held the Gold Rush tag team titles for 484 days and counting.
And counting.
Being accompanied by Lucian D. Light. Coming in from the last stop on the loop in Newark, California, they are your Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Unorthodox Levi Shapiro and the Ace Buddy Royal, the Classic Connection.
On the Classic Connection arriving here tonight, and my ears deceive me. Is that a smattering of applause for the Classic Connection?
That's right.
Is the public
right.
opinion starting to turn?
Well, when you're the best team in all of California, when you've held on to the Gold Rush Tag Team Championship for over 400 days, you will gain the respect of these diehard Gold Rush fans, and that's exactly what the Classic Connection has done, John.
Well, I got to tell you, I don't always agree with their tactics, but I got to admit that they certainly are effective. And ever since Lucian Delight has stepped into their corner and has helped bring them along with Boyce LeGrand as a part of the West Side Connection, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in Gold Rush.
Let me correct you really quickly, John. 2017 NorCal Manager of the Year, Lucian Delight.
You're right, along with 2017 NorCal Wrestler of the Year, Boyce LeGrand.
And the 2017 Tag Team of the Year, the Classic Connection.
Well, all things West Side Connection seem to be it seems that all things are coming up Millhouse for the West Side Connection, if you know what I'm saying.
If you ask me, anything that Lucian Delight touches turns straight to gold.
Can't argue that fact, my friend. And that's what it's all about here tonight, is those tag team titles on the line here in this four-way elimination bout.
I don't know if you noticed this, John Roberts, but it actually looks like the team of AGB and Ethan White are actually wearing matching gear tonight.
Hang on.
Oh, wait.
Hang on. We are about to see the ceremonial removal of the pants, the ceremonial ripping off of the pants by AGB, as is tradition. As is tradition.
It's in his contract that he does this every show.
And here comes the belt. And now for the dismount. Right, it's an Olympic here. Now for the dismount.
wind up.
And the
shot.
pitch. And as is tradition. And Ethan White is not happy about any of this. I gotta say, you do bring up a great point about the matching gear, but I'm pretty sure that is because the superior man, AGB, forced Ethan White into this position, as he is now his stepdaddy, as it were.
Well, he's trying so hard to get along with Ethan White, you know. He's trying everything he can, matching gear, getting him a shot at the Gold Rush Tag Team titles. You think Ethan White would be just a little bit more thankful.
And we're going to start things off with Kakamang, the one-man gang, and AGB, the superior man. Self-proclaimed superior man. Oh, looking for the clothesline, nobody home. AGB ducks under and grabs the wrist. And I don't know if you noticed, Tony, but the classic connection, kicking security guards out of their chairs, and now they're taking a seat out at ringside.
Very nice of that young man that let them have their seats. I mean, they are the champions. They're allowed to do whatever they want around here. If they want to get a seat from a security guard, that guy should be on his feet.
Oh, here we go, cross body. And a back elbow. And yeah, you know, classic connection doesn't need to get involved right away. This is pretty smart tactics by the current tag team champions. That's a beautiful drop kick from Kakamang right there.
It also gives the connection time to scout out these three teams. I mean, these are three entirely new teams to the Classic Connection. You have the brand spanking new team of Dom and Zicky. You have the not really teaming a lot, but they're together as a team, Kakaming and Eki Soul, and I guess you would say the reluctant tag team of AGB and his young son, Ethan White.
Young stepson, Ethan White. Oh! And of course, we're referring to the fact that AGB married Ethan White's mom. I gotta admit, he drugged Ethan White's mom, married her away before Mr. Goldsworth was supposed to marry Mama White back at the gold mine. You and I were both there, and we saw that sham of a wedding that occurred, and a tag made, and in comes Zicky Dice. We're gonna see the first of the outlandish one.
Well, I mean, all things aside from what you just mentioned, I mean, there's not really much we can do. The marriage is legal. It is binding. AGB and Mrs. White are husband and wife. And I don't understand why we all can't just, you know, grow to appreciate that. Look at the Zicky Dice using his power.
Imposing his will on Eki Soul and slamming him down hard. Outlandish one with a hook of the leg at a 2 count.
This is the second time I've seen Zicky Dice in action, the first time being at the Young Lions Cup back in November, and he put on quite the show. He even came out breathing fire during his entrance, literally, John
You're
Roberts.
right, and a knee to the kidney there from Buddy Royal, distracting Eki Soul. Going to allow Zicky Dice to take advantage and slam Soul down hard. Going to be enough to put away Eki Soul and Kakamang, and they are eliminated from this contest. The outlandish one living up to his name. I don't even know what to call that move that he just put away Eki Soul with, but it was definitely effective.
Have been eliminated.
John Roberts, you can call that move the end of Eki Soul and Kakaming in this contest. And now look at this, Kakaming chasing away NorCal Manager of the Year, Lucian Light. What did Lucian ever do to him?
Well, Classic Connection did get involved and interfere and caused Kakamang to be distracted.
I'm going to be honest, I've just seen Lucian in the corner all night. I haven't seen Lucian doing anything.
Well, right now what I'm seeing is Ethan White going to war with Zicky Dice, but Zicky Dice is taking it to him. Oh, but a spine buster there from Ethan White, dropping Zicky Dice hard.
You know, I bet Ethan White is feeling a lot of the aggression towards his father, like a lot of angry, young, angsty teenagers out there typically do. So he's going to do what he can and take it out on Zicky Dice.
Well, a double axe handle, followed it up with a couple more shots. Zicky Dice able to turn the tide and drops White with a neck breaker there. And now a tag made, and in comes Dominic Texera. This young Lion had a great showing in the opening round along with Zicky Dice of the Young Lions Cup, but they were not able to advance. Here we go. Oh, sling blade there from Texera, expertly applied in the center of the ring. He should be going for a cover, and now he does. He should have gone a little quicker. And you got to admit, Tony, if he had gone a little quicker, might have gotten a 3 count there.
You know, Dominic Texera has all the tools to be a top guy here in Gold Rush. Really, the only thing that kind of bugs me about him is his attitude. Maybe if he improved his attitude a little bit, maybe like would stay quiet every once in a while, he'd probably get a little further up the ranks.
And the tag is made to AGB, and these two just can't seem to get on the same page here, and it looks like it's about to cost them as you saw the heads collide in the corner, and now in comes Zicky Dice. And here we go, tag made, and now this newly formed tag team of Zicky Dice and Dominic Texera. Oh! Double team maneuver, connecting, hook of the leg, 2, 3, and there you go. We're down to our last two teams.
Bernard and Ethan White have been eliminated.
And look at that, classic connection, capitalizing on the distraction.
The Classic Connection now making their way into the ring finally for the first time in this matchup and taking advantage of a little bit of tired and worn out Dom Teixeira and Zicky Dice.
Oh, you're absolutely right. These two are the freshest men in this contest. They have not been in the ring yet throughout this entire four-way elimination match, but we're down to our final two teams. And Tony, how big would it be for Zicky Dice and Dom Texera to walk out of here as the tag team champions in what is essentially their first time teaming up together?
It'd be huge.
Oh! Huge like that double team maneuver there from the Classic Connection. But if Levi and Levi Shapiro and Buddy Royal have anything to say about it, they're going to retain those tag team titles and move on to 485 days by the end of the night. There we go, Northern Lights suplex from Buddy Royal, but a 2 count only.
That's right. The Classic Connection have been the Gold Rush Tag Team Champions pretty much since the end of 2016. They have defeated every team that's coming their way, and they're not going to let some young upstart team like Dom and Zicky take those titles away from them. Dom able to kick out at 2.
And here we go now, Texera in a bad way, crawling to the wrong corner, crawling into harm's way essentially, and now getting pulled over.
And that's that inexperience by Teixeira right there, crawling to the exact wrong corner where he doesn't want to be. And a stiff knee to the back by the ace, Buddy Royal. Dom Teixeira is in a world of hurt.
And Texera in a world of trouble right now. Tag made by Buddy Royal to Levi Shapiro, and here comes the unorthodox one. Driving the elbow into the heart of Texera. There we go, a cover, a very arrogant cover from Levi Shapiro. Doesn't opt to hook the leg, and that might have cost him right there.
Arrogant cover or not, that was some beautiful tag team wrestling by the Classic Connection, showing why they are the champs.
And now Texera still in trouble in the center of the ring, and he's desperately got to make a tag here, Tony. He's really got to crawl over and get that tag from Zicky Dice, and Zicky is firing up on that corner, and a tag made now to Buddy Royal. And here we go, the Classic Connection putting their game plan to work, executing it to perfection.
That's right, and that's why they are the 2017 NorCal Tag Team of the Year.
There we go.
Move just like that.
Lateral press, 2 count only though. Texera so close to getting pinned there. You got to give it up for Texera, showing some heart and passion there to roll the shoulder off the canvas.
And you know, you can look at his partner, Zicky Dice, in the corner right now, chomping at the bit, ready to get in there and get his hands on Buddy and Levi. But they're making that hard for him by keeping him separated, keeping Dom isolated from his corner.
Well, I got to say, Zicky is starting to come unglued on that ring apron. He really wants to make a tag. Oh, and Buddy Royal trying to use the tape to gain an advantage. And here we go, Texera now with the roll-up. Could it be enough? No, click of the heels, knocks the equilibrium, but a tag made. And here we go. In comes Zicky Dice with a big right hand. And another one. And another one. Zicky Dice firing on all cylinders right now. Oh, an outlandish Zicky Dice playing a little circle game and dropping both members of the Classic Connection.
Connection are in trouble. They are figuratively and literally on the ropes here. Zicky needs to get it together.
And Buddy Royal goes headfirst into that second turnbuckle. And now here we go, Zicky Dice.
Oh no!
Zicky Dice gonna go for it again! Rolling through in the corner. There we go, hook of the leg, 2 count only.
And Lucian Delight was about to have a conniption fit over there in the corner, but luckily...
What is a conniption fit?
It's a fit where we have conniptions.
Oh, okay, sounds about right. Tag made, and in comes Dominic Texera. And here we go. We saw this move earlier. It's how they put away HB and Ethan White, but I don't think they know about the tag. Blind tag man. Oh, and miscommunication. I don't think Texera knows that Levi Shapiro is the legal man.
It looks like he's about to find out the hard way.
Oh, man. That one momentary lapse in judgment, that one moment in time is going to cost Texera and Zicky Dice here, I do believe. Classic looking for 3, and they've got it.
Here are your winners, and still your Gold Rush Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Classic Connection.
Will take nothing away from Dominic Texera and Zicky Dice, because tonight they laid it all on the line in what has essentially been their debut as a tag team here at Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, and they definitely took the tag team champions all the way to the limit. It was one little slip up, one hiccup cost them the tag team titles tonight.
I'll give Zicky and Dom credit. They look fantastic tonight. They look like a great team on the rise. But when you're in the ring with the Gold Rush Tag Team Champions for over 400 days, one of the best tag teams in all of California, you better pack your lunch, John Roberts, because they're going to bring it every single time.